What's up, everyone? Welcome to Monday. I did not know what day it was. That's sad, but that's kind of how my life is. Anyway, I just got my box of cables from Monoprice in the mail, and I thought I would go through them with you guys, show you what I ordered, and how it's going to be set up and everything. Also, we got Mallory's sewing machine, so I'm sure she's going to be real happy about that. Anyway, this is what we ordered. I haven't actually went through it. I just opened the box. This is our component switcher. This allows us to hook up 4 things at once and switch between them so we don't have to keep unplugging things. That's nice. This is a wall charger for an iPod. Once again, these things are super dirt cheap. I think the component switcher was $20, which is the most expensive thing. The wall charger was $5. Let's see, we have, this is an HDMI to mini HDMI. Whenever we record the Q&A videos, we do it with Mallory's T2i, and we hook it up to the television so we can see ourselves on the TV while we're recording ourselves. But the cable that comes with the T2i to do that is composite, which means it's standard definition. So this is a real cheap cable that will allow us to watch ourselves in high definition. Other things include, this is a component cable for a PS3. There should be 2 of those because the PS2 and the PS3 use the same cable. So yeah, there's 2 of those. And then we have just a component extension cable, which we needed one of those. There should be 2 of those. Yep, there's 2 of those. We have a splitter for the component, so we have those. And then we have the splitters for the audio are in here. Here's a splitter for the audio. Here's another splitter for the audio. And then these are couplers for 3.5 millimeter jacks. Basically, I have these because I'm going to extend the reach of our headsets when we're recording console games, because right now we kind of have to sit bunched up over here, and this will allow us to move a little more freely, so that's nice. Then we have the Wii component cables, and we have the cable that will allow me to hook my laptop up to the TV. So there is a crap load of cables in there. If you guys are familiar with cables, you will know that they're expensive. They're so expensive. I don't know why they're so expensive, but if you buy them on Monoprice, they're cheap. I got all of this stuff, all these component cables, all the switcher, all the scrap, for about $58 before shipping, and I think shipping was like $7 or $8, so I think in total it came to $66 or $67. Well worth it. Well worth it, and super stinking cheap. I mean, you really can't beat this, especially if you're buying like HDMI cables. I don't know if you guys have ever looked in a Best Buy or Radio Shack or maybe even Walmart at HDMI cables, but they are crazy expensive, and for no reason. If you buy them on Monoprice, they cost about $1 per foot. So if you get like a 10-foot HDMI cable, it's about $10, maybe $9. If you buy a 10-foot HDMI cable at like Radio Shack, the thing would cost you like $30. It's insane. Anyway, I've been working on videos this morning, and I still have to work on editing more magic, but I really want to hook this stuff up. So I'm going to hook this stuff up. Well, I ran into a problem that I knew I was going to run into. I knew it. When I was looking at it online, I was thinking, it's probably not going to work. It didn't work. Here's my problem. This is the component switcher. Really wonderful piece of hardware for just $20. Basically, at the end there is the output. The output's going to get split. One goes to the TV, one goes right there, which connects to my computer. The problem is, when I ordered the splitters for the audio, they weren't. They were this version, these little things, and they weren't pigtails. Pigtails are where they look like that, where they come out. Because of that, these things barely fit in there, and there's no way that the actual video cables are going to fit. So, I kind of thought that was going to happen when I was buying it, because I was like, those little things are kind of bulky, so I'm going to have to go out and get pigtail versions. Presumably at Fix This! I got the cables I needed at Radio Shack. I've already plugged them up, but this is what they came in. And, man, Radio Shack, fantastic prices. You can't beat Radio Shack unless you're Monoprice, because I paid $4.96 per cable at Radio Shack. You know how much those splitters were on Monoprice? 48 cents. Yeah. Anyway, $10 aside, I got everything plugged up. It looks like a mess of cables because, well, it is. Basically what's happening is that all 4 systems, and I say 4 because the Xbox is no longer plugged in, so we have 360, PS3, PS2, and the Wii, which is over there. They're all going into this component box. When the component box comes out, the component comes into a splitter, and one part of the splitter goes to the TV. The other part of the splitter goes to my computer. The reason we have to do that and split it is because the only way we'll actually see picture is if I have the program open, Blackmagic Media Express. So if I have this program open, then I can actually see the image. So that's why we wanted to split it. So if we wanted to just watch TV without having to have this program open, we can. Now I haven't actually tested this yet, but I guess now would be the time to test it since it's all hooked up. So the TV is on component, which is good. So we're going to turn on the Xbox. Woo! It's the Xbox. And at the same time we see picture here, we're also seeing picture on the Blackmagic Media Express, which is good. These are good things. Now we're going to turn the TV over to HDMI, and we should still see the same picture. And we do. But as long as the quality is still crisp, as long as it's still, you know, actually 720p, we didn't lose any quality, then we're good. I mean, you're going to lose something, I guess, splitting it, but it shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, lots of cables, but I hope the cables will be worth it. She's happy, which is good. She's happy, I'm happy, and that's a little Christmas gift. In the meantime, I got the PS3 hooked up to the HD cables, yay! And more importantly, I'm trying to figure out how to get all the settings and stuff correct for recording PS3 and the Wii. PS3 I got figured out, and I just gotta try the Wii, which might be slightly different because it's not technically HD. The Wii is up and running, excellent, A-OK. 480p, awesome, not HD, but whatever the Wii can muster. The problem, stupid problem, very dumb, doesn't make any stinking sense at all problem. My capture card will record 720p, it will record 1080p, it will not record 480p. Don't ask me why, I do not know. Apparently, after I looked up online, it will record 480p, but only if the input is HDMI, not component. Which means I would need an HDMI cable for the Wii, which doesn't exist. So I could convert it from component to HDMI, but that would be expensive. And then I have no way to record 480p, because there's not an HDMI cable for the original Xbox either. I have no way to record TimeSplitters Future Perfect in, you know, the crisp definition that I want. And I did a sample of what 480i would look like. I put in TimeSplitters and played around with it, and I was like, that looks bad. However, using the power of the video editor, I made it look more decent. So check out the clip of it running side by side, and you can see that I made it look far. All that is the unsharp mask. The unsharp mask actually worked wonders in this particular scenario. I think it's doable. I think we could do the LP like this. I don't think it's the best thing in the world, but there's no other real options besides getting some other capture card or borrowing somebody's. It seems like a real hassle. Anyway, so that was our cable talk for the day. That went on a long time, but now you guys know how our stuff's hooked up. Last bit of information is that we have a letter here, simply addressed to Steve, which is not my name, and it's from Westchester, New York. And inside is it's a Yu-Gi-Oh pack, but there's not cards in it. Seems strange. There's nothing else, so let's open this up and see what exactly. Troll face. That was it. That was it. I got trolled. No return address, just Westchester, New York. To Steve. So whoever sent it knows I don't like to be called Steve, and they sent. I got trolled with the Yu-Gi-Oh pack. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?